I don't even know what day it is anymore. I just know that we are running behind to get to brunch at noon. It's 12:03. We're doing such a great job. I've been up since 6:30, but you wouldn't know it. Our first stop of the day is breakfast, and the place inside looks really cool. They converted the courtyard area into a covered space, but it's all vegetarian and vegan exclusively. They try to make it look like meat, but it's not meat.
We just had brunch at Tekis. Very good. Israeli place. Vegetarian. Sam's loved it, particularly. Let's go.
We stopped back by the apartment that we're in so I could upload the video that hopefully you should be watching here in a few minutes, but probably not since there's an hour and 35 minutes left to upload. It's done, but we're on a little pocket router, so it's not going to be, it's taking a long time. In the meantime, we're going to the Louvre for the third or fourth time, but I'm real excited to see the inside this time, to see the broken window from the inside.
Also at day 5, we have completely run out of toilet paper. I will blame Tech and Paige. So therefore we need to buy 2.5.
Two half rolls. No, two of them were half rolls and one was like a quarter roll.
Don't recommend. The location is great here. Don't recommend this place.
Yes.
All of these buttholes taking the exact same photographs, posting to their audience of no one. Oh wait, that's me. Imagine having to stand in that line. God bless. Absurd waste of time for just a bunch of pictures that you can look up on Google. I might have spoke too soon. This is the I already bought a ticket line. It's almost just as long. We got through the line, just to wait in another line. I didn't know they still did this, but I think you can still get the 3DS exclusive game here, or at least rent a 3DS to do a tour. I assume they would have stopped doing this years ago. I don't know if they still sell the DS games that let you do a virtual tour of the Louvre, but we're gonna go check that. And if they do, I wanna buy one and then use the 3DS around to properly use the game. And if they don't, then I'm not gonna use the 3DS because it's not that interesting if I can't own it. Not really, I don't know the thought process. I'm going to the gift shop. They don't have them for sale anymore, not surprised. They still use them and the DSs look really cool. They have the little logo on the top or whatever name. I don't think anybody ever thought that someone would be talking about a 3DS when building a moat for a castle several hundred years ago. I definitely didn't think that. She looks like she's had some work done on her top end. I find two things in this museum absurd. The size of the rooms, just the building in general. There are, it's just, there's a reason why they're revolted, I get that, but man, if they would have just not built one or two of these rooms, they could have fed everyone, just all of them. And then also, some of these rooms are completely empty, which is just, it's weird. It's weird. There's 1,000 people looking at some tiny little postcard of Mona Lisa, but these rooms? Nah. You know, before Da Vinci got to her, her name was just Lisa. Oh, gee, wieners. Is that just wallpaper? Oh, that's just painted on. It's not even carved. That's a normal window, but my broken one should be right here somewhere, and it's just not. I mean, I got a reason to why it's not fixed. I'm pretty sure it's the elevator shaft, but man, that's kind of disappointing not being able to see it. The Louvre was in fact a museum. While it makes sense for them to make a museum out of the palace, the palace itself was more impressive than a lot of the things on display, which kind of took away from the things on display. Now that we are adequately stinky, we're gonna go to the mall/train station and buy some Pokemon cards because that's what you do in France.
And French skincare.
And apparently French skincare. I'm not taking the camera because it's too heavy and I don't want to carry it. Let's go! Bad audio time. The prices weren't great there. We were at a store called Fnac the other day to get the cord for audio for the camera. And they had cards. I think they were cheaper there, so we're gonna go look there. All right, I'm getting a few packs. This one is slightly cheaper than the other ones. Well, rather, you just get this little goober in the middle. I don't know, it's modern Pokemon. I haven't played it before, but you get that for free essentially. So I'm getting 2 of those, and then 2 of these packs. That's a different set. And then Claire also wanted some more Kana, but in French. I don't normally buy Pokemon cards, but I'm kind of in the hole for some because Caleb got a bunch for me from Thailand, so I have to get at least what I'm getting for myself for him. And I'm only getting this much for myself so I can get some for him. We have a dinner reservation in about a half an hour at 10. I went to bed about 10 last night. This is good timing. What kind of food is it? French. More steak and fries. I'm surprised McDonald's doesn't have steak here. Well, it's now midnight. It was a half an hour walk to get back, and the whole time I kept getting mocked because Claire mentioned that I didn't like mushrooms, so they took it out. But after the fourth time of him bringing up that there weren't mushrooms on my plate, it felt like it was targeted. I'm not proud that I don't like mushrooms, but he didn't need to keep rubbing it in. Not a great way to have your last meal for whatever day this is. I feel like he was a jerk. I feel like that tip culture exists with a lot of positives. I feel like this video is over.